Hello students, how are you feeling today? Okay. In a previous, this is chapter number 15. In a previous 3 videos, I have started subject SS standard 9. Right? In a previous 3 video, I have discussed some points of drainage system. Right? River basin and others and so on. So, in a previous video, in video number 3, I have discussed about Himalayan rivers, major 3 Himalayan rivers and their river system. Do you remember, my dear students, which was the main 3 Himalayan rivers? Ganga, Brahmaputra and Sindhu. Sindhu river is known as Indus, right? So 3 main Himalayan rivers we discuss one by one. Ganga river system, Brahmaputra river system and Indus river system. It means Sindhu river system. Today I will talk about peninsular rivers. Do you remember in the first video I gave the difference Himalayan rivers and peninsular rivers. Himalayan rivers and peninsular rivers. So in the last video we discussed Himalayan, that over main 3 rivers. There are so many but 3 we have discussed which are major. Today I will discuss about peninsular rivers. Today I will discuss about peninsular rivers. Let us start. You know, Himalayan rivers originate from Himalaya. Same way, peninsular rivers originate from Western Ghats. They originate from Western Ghats. Peninsular rivers originate from Western Ghats, right? Keep in mind, Himalayan rivers originate from Himalaya. Same way, peninsular rivers originate from Western Ghats. Now, Western Ghats acts. See, Western Ghats acts as an water divide. Western Ghats acts as an water divide. Do you remember the meaning of water divide? If there is a land between rivers flowing or if there is an upland. Let me show you through one picture how Western Ghats acts as a water divide. See, this is the south part of India. This is the south part of India. Here Western Ghats are originated. These are Western Ghats. See, this is the south part of India, and here you can find Western Ghats. So how it works as a water divide? Water and river flows from east side and water and river flows from west side. See, let me repeat. This is the south part of India. These are Western Ghats. Some river flow to east side and some river flows to west side. And this way Western Ghats works as water divide because see, this way Western Ghats works as water divide and some river flow east side and some river flow west side. Because of that, this is the water divide. Have you understood? Now, after water divide, see, the river, those who flow each side, the river, those who flow each side, they meet to Bay of Bengal. See, they meet to Bay of Bengal. See, and what I am talking about? The river from Western Ghats originates and flow to each side. Let me repeat. The river originates from Western Ghats and flow to each side. They meet to Bay of Bengal, and the rivers originates from Western Ghats, flow to west side, flow to west side. Flow to west side, they meet to Arabian Sea. They meet to Arabian Sea. See, simply let me tell you, these are Western Ghats. Some river flow east side, some river flow west side. So those river flow east side, they will meet to Bay of Bengal, and the river, those who flow west side, they will meet to Arabian Sea. See, here there is Arabian Sea. Arabian Sea, and here there is Bay of Bengal. So this way they meet. See the destination of the rivers. Can we imagine? different place and at last lead to Arabian Sea, flowing here and then at last lead to Bay of Bengal. Understood? See, three major rivers of Himalaya. There are so many, but I discussed main three rivers of Himalaya. Same way, in peninsular rivers also there are main six rivers. There are main six rivers. So many are there. So many are there that flows. But I will discuss about only six, which are major rivers, right, of peninsular. Which are major rivers of peninsular, that I will discuss in detail one by one. Let me tell you first of all which are peninsular rivers. First one, Narmada. Second one, Tapi. Third one, Godavari. Fourth, Mahanadi. Fifth, Krishna. And last one, Kaveri. See, these six are Narmada, Tapi, Godavari, Mahanadi, Krishna and Kaveri. In Himalaya, Ganga, Brahmaputra and Sindhu. These three are major rivers because they are long and others are tributaries. Same way, these six are main six peninsular rivers, and except that they are tributaries. They are not that much famous, but these six are major rivers of peninsular rivers, originate from Western Ghat. My dear students, originate from these six rivers. I explained through Western Ghat. So these six rivers originates from Western Ghat. Now let's see these all six rivers one by one, from where they originate in Western Ghat, and what is the length of this river, and what is the river basin of this river. What is the meaning of river basin? My dear students, do you remember? River basin means in which area river flows. In which area river flows. For example, in which area river flows. For example, as I told you, Ganga river starts. In which area going? Whole area is called Ganga river basin, right? Do you remember now? Let's start one by one. First one, Narmada river basin. Let me start. First one. Let me start. First one is Narmada river basin. First one, I am going to start out of six rivers which are very famous of peninsular rivers, originates from Western Ghat. Now, first one is Narmada basin. First one is Narmada basin. Now, Narmada, have you heard name Narmada? Very famous river of Gujarat, right? Because you are very well familiar. Nowadays, you are going for watching Statue of Unity, right? Located near Narmada river. So, in Bharuch side. So, this is very famous, right? So, let's see. Narmada river originates from Madhya Pradesh. Originates from Madhya Pradesh. The name of the hill is Amarkantak Plateau. See, Narmada river originates from Madhya Pradesh, called Amarkantak Plateau. Now, there is one question arise in your mind or not? Let me tell you which question. You know Himalayan rivers, why they are full of water? Because glacier, heavy rainfall, because of that. But in Narmada, in Madhya Pradesh, Amarkantak Plateau, there is not that much heavy rainfall. From where water comes in Narmada river? Or there is no glacier, no snow melting. From where river comes? Let me tell you through one picture. Just imagine, this is the Amarkantak Plateau. This is Amarkantak Plateau. Downside it is very hard. Downside it is very hard. So when rain comes now, it is like sponge. Let me tell you, this plateau is like sponge. Have you seen sponge? how water absorbs, right? When we just do this way. Same way, Amarkantak plateau is like sponge. Water comes and it absorbs inside the water. Water absorbs like a sponge inside the plateau, and downside hard, so it cannot go downside, right? Though absorbs here, it is like sponge, but here hard, so cannot go downside. After some time, this water will flow in the form of stream. After that, this water will flow in the form of stream, and this way water comes in Narmada river from Amarkantak. Do you understand how it originates? Because of plateau, that is sponge, and river comes in the form of stream, and then Amarkantak plateau river originates and Madhya Pradesh, right? Okay. Then after, have you understood? Plateau is sponge, stream comes, when rain comes, water absorbs in plateau, and then it comes in the form of stream. Okay. Then after, from where it originates? Madhya Pradesh, Amarkantak hills or plateau. Then after, the length of the Narmada river is 1312 km long. What is the length of Narmada river? 1312 km long. Do you remember Ganga river and Sindhu river? 2900, 2500. How much long? Here see, only 1312 km long, right? And as I told you in the picture, right? Some river flow to east side, some river flow to west side. So Narmada river flows west side. Let me tell you, my dear students, flows west side means where it will meet. If Narmada river will flow to west side, where it will meet? Arabian Sea. Where it will meet? Arabian Sea, right? First let me discuss, then I will talk about flows west side lead to Arabian Sea, and Narmada river's basin area is especially Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. See, Narmada river flows in two states of India, Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. In Gujarat, as I told you, near Bharuch, right? What is that famous? Sardar Sarovar Dam. Sardar Sarovar Dam is located on Narmada river. As you are very well familiar, Statue of Unity, all have seen, I know, right? So Sardar Sarovar Dam, and length of Narmada river is 1312 km. Originates from Amarkantak plateau. Plateau is small sponge, that's why coming in a form of stream. And Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat, these two are states where Narmada river flows and flows west side and meet to Arabian Sea. See, originates from mountain, going, flowing, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, at last Arabian Sea. See how that we are coming from school to home, home to another way. Here same way, mountain, different state, and then Bay of Bengal, right? Okay. Now this is about Narmada river basin, but the most important, Narmada river has Dhuadhar waterfalls. Most important, Narmada river has Dhuadhar waterfalls. Have you seen Dhuadhar waterfalls of Narmada? What is the meaning of Dhuadhar waterfalls? You know, for example, this is mountain. When this water flows, you know, it looks like dua. It looks like dua. It is means nothing is seen. Nothing is seen. You cannot see because everywhere you can find water is flying. Everywhere water is flying. That's why it looks like Dhuadhar waterfalls in Narmada. Plus, Narmada is called lifeline of Madhya Pradesh. Narmada is called lifeline of Madhya Pradesh. See, why Narmada is called lifeline of Madhya Pradesh? Because of this waterfall, it gives water supply for electricity and for so many other purposes. See, why Narmada is called lifeline of Madhya Pradesh? Because it supplies water for electricity from waterfalls and so many things, right? So, what should I discuss about Narmada? From where it originates, what is the length of Narmada, in which two states Narmada river flows in India, plus which is famous, what is located at Narmada river, Dhuandhar waterfalls, Sardar Sarovar Yojana, Statue of Unity, and lifeline of Madhya Pradesh because it supplies water for electricity. Understood about Narmada river basin? It is means the scenery of Narmada river and Statue of Unity and Sardar Sarovar Dam looks wonderful. The scenery of that river is very nice, right? So clear about Narmada river basin? Through map I will explain after completing all 6 rivers. Understood? Clear about Narmada? Let's see second one. Second one, river basin. Let me just write again. Second one, Tapi river basin. Tapi river basin. Second one I am going to start, that is Tapi river basin. Now, Tapi river originates once again from Madhya Pradesh. See, Tapi river originates once again from Madhya Pradesh. It originates from Madhya Pradesh. Originates from Madhya Pradesh, from Betul district. From where? Tapi river originates from Madhya Pradesh. District, the name of the district is Betul, and the length of this river is 724. See how much short. See, Tapi river originates from Madhya Pradesh once again, from Betul district. From Betul district, and the length of the river is 724 kilometer. 724 kilometer means not that much, right? Because Narmada river flows west side and Tapi river also flows west side. See, Tapi river flows west side. So where it will meet? If east side, then Bay of Bengal. If west side, then it will meet to Arabian Sea. This is general question also, and in exam also it can be asked in 1 mark. Which two rivers of peninsular river meet to Arabian Sea? Means flow to west side, Narmada and Tapi, and the rest of flow to east side and meet to Bay of Bengal, right? So where it originates? Madhya Pradesh, from Betul district. Then a range is there, Satpura is called. The range of the name is Satpura. Satpura range. See, Betul district, but Satpura range, from where it originates in Madhya Pradesh. The length 724 kilometer, flows which sides meet to Arabian Sea, and it covers Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Maharashtra. See, Tapi river, the river basin of Tapi river in 3 states of India, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Maharashtra. Which 3? Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Maharashtra. Now, can you tell me Tapi river flows at which city of Gujarat? Do you know? You are well familiar. Surat. Which city? Tapi river is located at Surat. Where? Surat. In Surat also, in Tapi river also some yojana are there, right? Most of in all rivers you will find yojana like Sardar Sarovar Dam, right? So this is about Tapi. Tapi river flows which side? Meet to Arabian Sea. The length is 724. Originates from once again Madhya Pradesh, from Betul district. The name of the range is Satpura range, and flows to which side? Meet to Arabian Sea. And 3 states, state of India it covers, that are Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat Gujarat and Maharashtra and located at Surat city. Clear, my dear students? This was about Tapi river basin. Now, let me talk about the third river basin. Let me talk about third river basin, that is Godavari river basin. Godavari river basin. Godavari river basin. Now, Godavari river basin originates from Maharashtra. Nasik district. See, Godavari river originates from Maharashtra, Nasik district. You all are very familiar. You are going for means traveling Bombay and all, Nasik to Bombay, right? So in Maharashtra, Nasik district is there. From there, Godavari river originates. From where? Nasik district of Maharashtra. And let me tell you, this is the largest river of peninsular rivers. Largest river of peninsular rivers. See, main 6 I told you now. Out of 6, Godavari is the largest river of peninsular river. It can be asked, which river is the largest of peninsular river? In short, one word answer. See, one word answer. Which river is the largest river of peninsular rivers? Godavari. Which? Godavari. Now, Godavari river, the length of the Godavari river is, let me tell you, why long? Why largest? The length of the Godavari river is 1465 km long. See, what is the length of Godavari? 1465 km long, right? And it is known as Ganga of South. See, Godavari is known as Ganga of South. In Gujarati, Dakshin ki Ganga. Godavari river is known as Dakshin ki Ganga. It means Ganga of South, right? It is not Ganga, but it is known as Ganga of South because it flows in south side. It flows in south side, right? And Godavari river meets Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh. In which three states you can find Godavari? Maharashtra, then Madhya Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh. This was about Godavari river. See, what is the length? See, in each river, what to remember? From where it originates, then after which side it meets, with east side or west side, then what is that called, what is the length of, and in which 3 or 2 states the river basin is split of that particular river. Clear about Godavari reason? First, I discuss about Narmada river basin. Second, Tapi river basin, and third one, Godavari river basin I discussed. Now I will talk about fourth number that we have come of peninsular rivers. Okay, so see, 4th, 5th and 6th, these 3 are not that much famous than previous 3 ones, Narmada, Tapi and Godavari. So that's why I have written 3 together. Let me discuss one by one. Mahanadi basin is 1860 km long. How much? 18 and 60 km, 860 km long. It originates from the state Chhattisgarh. See, Mahanadi originates from Chhattisgarh. From Chhattisgarh. The length of it is 860 km long, and after Chhattisgarh it goes to Odisha. After Chhattisgarh, Mahanadi goes to Odisha, and after Odisha it goes to Jharkhand. Missing. Mahanadi river flows in 3 states states of India. First one Chhattisgarh, second one Odisha, and third one Jharkhand. Right? Only you have to remember Mahanadi originates from Chhattisgarh, goes to Odisha and Jharkhand, and the length is 860 km long. Plus Mahanadi, after that Krishna River Basin. Krishna River Basin. What is the length of Krishna River Basin? 1400. What is the length of Krishna River Basin? 1400. It originates from Maharashtra. It originates from Maharashtra, Mahabaleshwar. It originates from Maharashtra, Mahabaleshwar. You are very familiar, right? This is very famous place for traveling. Mahabaleshwar is very famous for traveling. So the river basin length is 1400 km long. Originates from Maharashtra and the place is Mahabaleshwar. And after Mahabaleshwar, it goes in Karnataka. Karnataka plus Andhra Pradesh. See, I am writing in which three states river flow of India, the length of that particular river, and from where it originates. So Krishna River originates from Maharashtra, called Mahabaleshwar, and the length of this river is 1400 km long and flows in three states: Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh. The last river, Kaveri Basin. Last river of the peninsular river, Kaveri Basin. It originates from Brahmagiri. It originates from Brahmagiri range, that is in Western Ghat. That is located in Western Ghat. Let me repeat. Kaveri River Basin originates from Brahmagiri range, and that is located in Western Ghat. The length of Kaveri River is 760 km. What is the length? 760 km, and originates from Brahmagiri range, that is located in Western Ghat, and this river flows in Western Ghat, then Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. First let me write, then let me explain. Tamil Nadu. Now see, Kaveri River, the length is 760 km, originates from Brahmagiri range, that is located in Western Ghat, plus this river flows in Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. Now let us see in 1 minute through map about the 6 rivers, exactly where they originate and where they meet: Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. Let's see in 1 minute how they are in the map. Let's see. So we can, okay. Now see, I told you after 6 major rivers of peninsular, let me show you through map. It is very small, that's why I have drawn, because I cannot show you exactly. So see, as I told you, Narmada River flows to west side. Tapi River also flows to west side, and they both meet to Arabian Sea. Narmada River flows west side, Tapi River flows west side. That's why they both will meet to Arabian Sea. They both will meet to Arabian Sea. Same way, see, this is Mahanadi. This is Mahanadi from Chhattisgarh. I discussed, right? Mahanadi originates from Chhattisgarh and it meets to Bay of Bengal because flowing its sides and meet to Bay of Bengal. Same way, Godavari River originates from Maharashtra and that also meets to Bay of Bengal because flows to its side, and Krishna River also flows to its side, that's why meets to Bay of Bengal. Same way, Kaveri River that also flows its side and that also meets to Bay of Bengal. It means see, Narmada and Tapi, these two rivers flow to west side, that's why meet to Arabian Sea, and Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri, these four rivers flow to its side, that's why they meet to Bay of Bengal, right? Only 6 main peninsular rivers. Literally you can see Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, right? Gujarat you can find Narmada, right? So Tapi River at Surat, here it is there, see Navsari. So here you cannot see because small written. These way 6 peninsular rivers located in India, and 4 rivers means to Bay of Bengal and 2 rivers mean to Arabian Sea. I hope you have understood very well. In worksheet I have given this information about 6 rivers. You will read again and again, prepare for the exam and test, read, revise. Thank you.